Hey, also, this is the Crystalline Chaos event. This is a Dark Slayer event and Chaotic Killer. So I made up a couple of Slayer teams you can see here. I also have a Commander team, and my Water Slayer team over here was dealing reasonable damage in testing as well. The best team out of the teams I've made up seems to be the Commander team, but I'll talk through them all anyway and the ideas behind them. The idea here is to get the Freedom Fighters to deal as much damage as possible, so we have High Performance Unit area, that gets supercharged up when you take a hit with the card active, increase Immortal Killer attack by 2500%, Ruthless Power Hunters, a good increase to Dark Slayer damage, Moonblessed Monarchs, this is kind of essential, a 500% damage buff to a single Slayer card. Then all that goes on the Freedom Fighters to boost it up as high as possible. The bonus attack on the card deals 5 times the damage of what it gets from the main attack. So, for example, if you get 5Q on the card, the bonus attack will deal 25Q. Even though it's an old card, for that reason, it's still very effective. The Knights of the Round. Yeah, this isn't a very good Chaotic Killer card, but pretty much all the Chaotic Killer Dark Slayer cards seem to be hitting cards, which is kind of strange, so I did have to put one of them on the team, and I went with this one. Then for the relics, so we have just my best relics with a couple of chaotic relics. Here is one of the chaotic relics to break the shields. Then my best relics, just scroll through them nice and quickly. And then there should be another chaotic relic at the end. There we go. Then for the second team, I'm using one of the chaotic killer hitting cards as the actual hitting card this time around, if that makes sense. So slightly different to the previous team. Again, we have Moonblessed Monarchs with that lovely boost, 560% damage to one Dark Slayer card. Then that's combined with Metaverse Masters with the 150% damage buff. Both buffs go on Moon's Militants. This increases self-damage by 200%, so it's not spectacular. It really needs Awakening to deal with the optimal amount of damage. Ruthless Power Hunters again with the 315% damage boost. Then Striped Sovereigns, 150% increase to Dark Slayer damage. The relics are exactly the same as the previous team, so I don't really need to talk through those again. However, I will talk through this Dark Commander team as it's doing really good damage. We have War Machines, that has a 225% increase to Dark Commander damage. Then Draconic Pantheon, this gives a 550% damage boost to one card. Used to boost up Lost Covenant. 6 pink stars, 5 times Awakened. This makes this card very, very effective still. Increases self-damage by 300% and creates some dark power gems as well. Nightmares of the Tropics. This increases Dark Commander damage by 285%. Then Frontier Mavericks. This increases attack, but since none of the other cards increase attack, it's actually effective to have on the team. You just don't want to have 2 cards that increase attack, otherwise the damage seems to go down by quite a lot. Then the relics for this team. Here's the first relic. It's just my best relics with enough relics to break the shields as well. I think there's only the one chaotic relic at the end. There we go. That's what the relics look like. Yeah, there's the chaotic relic. That on its own is enough to break all of the shields. So the Water Slayer team at the end is another option if you are struggling for dark teams. This actually does reasonable damage. I tend to show this during every Slayer video. I won't talk through it again though. You've probably all seen this before multiple times. So let's get on with the actual event. Here we go. Alright, so here we go with the actual event. It's time to test out my teams. I think I'll try the 2 Slayer teams. Then I may try the Commander team and the Water Slayer team as well, just to see how the damage compares. I don't have anything spectacular this time around, but hopefully I will find something decent. So here's the first team. I'm going to be testing the Dark Slayer team here. The enemies do have dodge, so I do need to be a bit careful here. So I think the thing to do here is use area, then wait until dodge has disappeared. It might take a few turns though, so let's give this a try. So using area now, I think, is a good idea. Then dodge will hit, then I just need to wait until dodge is gone. So let's go ahead and do that. Right. If I try and attack now, it's likely going to miss, isn't it? So probably not the best idea. Right, dodge should disappear on the next turn with a bit of luck. Let's see. Then I can do an attack. Yeah, there we go. I think the Freedom Fighters actually gets rid of dodge. Yeah, there we go, it's gone now. So I'll just attack like this and see how much damage I do. Remember that the damage is all in the Freedom Fighters nuke attack. Or bonus attack, whatever you want to call it. So 50.3 and then bonus attack hits and defeats the enemy instantly. But it is only umbral and not prismatic. This will be a bit harder as the boss has weakened instead of dodge this time around, so I'll try this team. There is a weaken counter on the team, as you can see here, Metaverse Masters. That's kind of essential, I think, for weaken to have a counter. Right, so let's give this a go anyway. I think just left to right with this team is probably the best way to use it. The damage is not going to be that good though, as Moon's Militants really needs awakening, if I'm being honest. I do have better hitting cards though, or better options, so I haven't awakened it yet. If I can get the event ultimate form as well, that's got a much higher boost. So I think using mana to awaken that might be a bit of a waste. The damage currently 95.3 Q. It's not spectacular, but it's all right. I will just do one more attack and see if weaken is countered or not. Right, let's try. Hopefully the counter skill on Metaverse Masters is enough to counter it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there we go. It's been countered. I'll do one more attack then quit out with this team, as that's what I needed to see, if it would actually counter or not. So not a bad option, I guess. It's going to take you a long time to get through a prismatic boss with this team, unfortunately. The first option would probably be better, as long as weaken doesn't hang about too much. Try and clear it with area. Okay, let's quit out. Right, I'll have a go with the Commander team, see what this does. Right, it's worth trying, I think, here. If it does over 100 Q on the middle card, Lost Covenant, then this may well be a decent option. We're about to find out, though, what sort of damage I could deal with this. Left to right seems like a good option. There's nothing loose from the main match here, so maybe not the best activation order. The damage... Oh! What? The damage on this team is amazing. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Oh. I'm not sure what to say there. I wasn't expecting damage anywhere near that with that sort of board. It looks like the Commander option is going to be the best option for the event. Crikey. Yeah, that was totally unexpected. This Dark Commander option is looking rather nice. Right, so if I can get a better board, I should do some really nice damage with this. Let's try that activation order. Yeah, that board is a bit better than the last one. There's one loose at the bottom. Let's see the damage. Yeah, that's nice. That's solid damage there. This may well be my option unless I can get the event ultimate form. I think it's worth trying the Water Slayer team as well, just to see what happens. You never know. I might get some reasonable damage here. Right, here we go. So can I get another surprising result? Well, we're about to find out. I would have thought not, as that Commander team is seriously overpowered, but it's definitely worth a try. If you don't try, you'll never find out, so to speak. Right, keep an eye on Sovereigns of the Dance. Here we go. That's not the best of boards. Let's see what the damage is like. 83.2Q, so a reasonable option, even with a bad board. Not as good as the Commander team, though. But it does seem like my Water Slayer team and Dark Commander team are going to be the best options here, so that's something that might be useful for the multi-bosses anyway. I can hopefully take out 2 or 3 levels of the prismatic multi-boss. Okay, I'm done with the team testing and got some quite interesting results, so let's go ahead and claim the collection. Right, so this time around we have the lovely GVG runes, so that's always very nice to see. Let's go ahead and claim all of this. There we go. Nice. Let's see what runes I get from this. Okay, a couple of the same ones. Not sure which ones of these I need. Right, I'm going to... Yeah, this is always fun. Go back to the forge and see if I can upgrade my GVG relic or not. Right, so here we go. Let's go down to the lance. And that's looking okay. I can make 2 more of these and maybe I can upgrade. Let's see how far I can go. Probably not that far. 5-star. 6-star. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking really good. We're going to make it up to 2 pink stars. There we go. Nice. So that's a really good result from my Dark GVG attack team. Let's get out of here. Let's see what it is this time around. Over to the leagues page. Oh, it's a Dragoon. Okay. So with Dragoons, it's hard to say what they're like until you specialise them. But this is what the basic skills look like on the card. Tura, Cursed Longhorn. There we go. That's what it looks like. Let's back out of here. Then over to the Ultimates page. I will claim the support hero, then the random 6-star bonus hero. There we go. Let's quickly evolve it. There we go, that's done. Let's see what I get. 6-star bonus hero. Oh, that's a Gen 2 card. That's not going to help me too much here, unfortunately. Let's have a look at the event ultimate form, though. Giant Clans Unleashed. Now this looks like the most powerful hitting card that's been released in the game so far. Increases self-damage by a massive 725%. So that in itself makes this well worth getting. You should do huge damage with this card on your team. Does create a few power gems as well. Yeah, this was boosted up. It was lower originally. Now it's a massive 725%. Yeah, I'm liking the look of this. This could well be the best deck in the season because of that boost. That's what it looks like anyway. Because it's a hitting card, there's not much point in only getting half of the deck. You really want to get both halves of it. That's the two individual cards down there. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the video at this point. I hope you found that interesting and helpful. As always, if you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. I've included a previous video on the screen, plus a playlist, plus you can also subscribe from here if you want to do so. And thanks for watching.